I'm Todd Grisham, and watch Regis
What's
Prograis,
good, y'all? And welcome
former
back to the Fighter Showcase
Arena
number
warrior who
3.
fights out of New Orleans,
Today, we're going to be doing Regis Prograis, seeing as he has a fight coming up uh, tomorrow, today, whenever this goes out. Regis Prograis will be fighting Jack Catterall tomorrow. And to me, this is a. We're going to do a little prediction here. Let's talk about Regis for a second while we're using him in this episode number 3 of the Fighter Showcase. Uh, First, I want to talk about him in the game. I really enjoyed, using Regis. I think you guys should stay for the entirety of the video. This is one of the best fights I've ever had on this game. Most realistic, I think, I've had on this game. As we're facing Dalton Smith here, an upcoming guy at I believe 140. He just knocked out Jose Zapata with a body shot. I believe in like the 5th round. So Dalton Smith's on a come up. We got to watch out for him. See if he can take over anything at 140 and win him a title or something like that. But I really wanted to talk about the fight this weekend between Prograis and Catterall. I honestly think it's about a 50-50 fight, as even as of a fight as you can get. Uh, Prograis, losing to Haney in his last performance and having a kind of disappointing performance against Danielito Zorrilla. He's looking to come back. He's looking to make a comeback and come back strong because he's had some underwhelming past couple performances, and we know what kind of fighter he is with the way he fought Josh Taylor and Jose Zapata himself. Uh, he's really looking to put his name back in that 140 world title pool. I think he's always going to be in there. He just lost the last fight, and we saw having the Devin Haney in his last fight, but Prograis really needs to come back strong here with the win over Jack Catterall. And talking about Catterall, Prograis is southpaw. Uh, Catterall's a good fighter. He just beat Josh Taylor for, in my opinion, the second time. I thought he beat Taylor clear both times. I don't know how Catterall was was robbed that first time. That was one of the worst robberies I've ever seen. I think when a guy clearly wins the fight for what was it? I think it was for undisputed, if I'm not mistaken. Either undisputed or like 3 titles at the weight class. I feel like I know it's for at least a world title. I believe he deserves to be world champion at the moment. But you're talking about two southpaw fighters here, and Catterall and Prograis. I think the fight's gonna look kind of weird. They kind of they don't fight similar, but they look similar when they fight. They're very close in size. They're about the same size, uh, about the same reach. I think the fight is gonna look really weird. I do believe the fight actually won't look too exciting for a while. I can't really tell. I think Catterall's going to be worried about the power of Regis, and I think Catterall's footwork will be a lot for Regis trying to cut him off, considering he had such a hard time with Devin Haney. But Devin Haney being 165 pounds on fight night, which we'll talk about Devin Haney a whole different time because Haney has a list of things going on, but we ain't going to talk about that right now. We're talking about the fight this weekend. Um, Catterall's a clever fighter. He's a clever mover, moves really well in the ring, and I think that's gonna be to his benefit in the long run during this fight. I believe that although Prograis isn't necessarily slow, his feet are a little in the mud at times, and I think that could be one of the issues in this fight for Prograis against Catterall. I know that his team has been working on his footwork. I think that's something that he's been highlighting recently. However, uh, it's hard to teach, I guess, an old dog new tricks. Prograis is what, 34, 35 at this point? Yeah, 35 years old at this point. Um, it's kind of hard to teach an old dog new tricks, and especially when Prograis hasn't fought in almost a year. Catterall has fought earlier this year. He's fought pretty much twice in the time that Regis has fought. Not twice exactly, but only a couple months off. So Catterall's been a little bit more active in the ring these past couple of years. I think Prograis, coming off I guess two very disappointing performances. But like I said, Regis is one of the better fighters at 140 easily. Devin Haney made that fight look way easier than he should have, I believe. I think that had something to do with the weight, but also Haney's one of the best fighters in the world. When you got a guy that is 10 pounds more than you when he enters the ring, and has double your length arms, it's kind of hard to even get to him, especially with the way they fight and their styles. Prograis got short arms and can't cut him off, but this matchup versus Catterall will definitely be more even. Uh, like I said, both southpaws, both somewhat slick. Prograis is a somewhat slick fighter. I don't think he's as slick as some people say. I think he's more slick than some people say. I think he's right in the middle of that. He's kind of slick. He's kind of not slick. But we do know that he has a good power punch. Um, he can really punch well with both hands. And I think Catterall also has some underrated power. I believe he's hurt Josh Taylor, multiple times. Uh, Even though he's not a knockout artist, he's a guy that can hurt you. And the way Prograis looked his last fight, he's gotten dropped his last two fights. That's the only way. That's the way I can say it. They didn't count the Zorrilla knockdown. He got knocked down. Prograis said he got knocked down. So I believe that after getting knocked down in his last two fights, Catterall can definitely catch Prograis off balance. And I love watching Prograis fight, and I think this fight's going to be really interesting because I also enjoy watching Catterall fight too. But I think at the moment, Catterall is a bit more in his prime. I think Regis is kind of leaving that stage. He's starting to slow down a little bit, and you never know. He could pull out a big performance versus Catterall. I'm saying this fight's pretty much 50-50, and I could see Prograis definitely taking this fight. He could stop Catterall. He could catch him with a good shot and hurt Catterall and rock him around a little bit and be Ruru, be how he always is. And I think if Prograis was a little bit closer to his prime, I think I would slightly lean towards Prograis in this fight. Prime, the best Prograis. I don't think we're going to see the best Prograis this Saturday. Hopefully we see a better Prograis than what we've seen, because if we don't, Catterall is going to outbox him and wash him. I don't think Catterall will stop Regis. I don't think if Haney didn't stop Regis, I don't think Catterall will, because Haney was landing some good shots, even though he wasn't trying to press the issue. Catterall doesn't try to press the issue either. He kind of just likes to box. Like, he'll throw his combinations, but he's not gonna overextend himself for that knockout. And I think that's what Prograis, that's where Prograis has to press when Catterall is not, and pick up the pace and make Catterall really work and make him move and catch him and hit him to the body and slow down his feet. If Prograis can slow down his feet, he'll have a good night. But if he can't, I believe Catterall will win the fight. And my official prediction is that Jack Catterall wins this fight. I would just say by unanimous decision. That's kind of the kind of fighter he is. That's what he does. He did it to Josh Taylor twice. Well, yeah, I say he did it to Josh Taylor twice. And Catterall and Josh Taylor beat Regis Prograis in one of the better fights of that year. But Josh Taylor did beat Catterall that night. So when it comes to, and that was years ago, both guys were better fighters then. So that was years ago. I think Catterall is just getting to where he really wants to be and really needs to be as a fighter. He's ready to challenge for those world titles. I believe he should have been world champion already. I think Catterall is a little bit hungrier. I think Prograis is going to have that world title experience. But now that Catterall's fought Josh Taylor twice, it's like, what moment can get any bigger? And I think Catterall kind of out jabs him, kind of starts landing that overhand left he throws. Those kind of things. I think he beats Regis in a similar way to the way he beat Josh Taylor, just by being the better fighter on the night. I think Regis will. I think it'll start slow, pick up a little bit towards the middle rounds, but I do think Catterall is going to pull away. I'll give him a 116, 112, 117, 111 in favor of Jack Catterall. I can definitely see the fight, 115, 113, 114, 114 majority draw, split decision win for one of the two. Because like I said, they're very evenly matched. Prograis is a hard puncher. I can see him dropping Catterall. Like, I'll see Catterall dropping Prograis. So you never really know, but I'm glad that this fight is happening, and both guys really seem to want to fight each other. And I'm probably gonna miss it, to be honest. Unfortunately, I'm not missing it on purpose. I'm missing it for a reason, but yeah. As you can see in this fight here, we're trying to take Dalton Smith out, trying to go to the body, trying to land some good counter shots, do all that to slow him down and go ahead and take him out. Like I said, this is one of the better fights I've done on this game. But really, this is what I wanted to talk about. Coming into Fighter Showcase 3, it's very relevant because Regis Prograis is literally fighting tomorrow, and I did the Sonny Edwards video, but Sonny Edwards fights, a while later. I should have done Regis first, but I didn't really think about it, and I had more to talk about last time. I basically would talk. We talked about the same thing this time. There's not much news going on right now. I mean, there's news, but I think we can use some of the fighters in this game for those videos. But there's not too much going on right now to talk about other than the fight this weekend. Of course, Fury Usyk's coming up. We'll talk about that for probably the Usyk and the Fury video and my prediction on that one, because that's going to be a huge fight. Hopefully we get the better Bia than Bebo rematch. Things like that. Um, I think I think this fight will be a good time. So I hope everybody enjoys it and watches it. But other than that, man, I don't got nothing else. I want you guys to enjoy the rest of this fight. Um, However, I do want to ask a question. If anybody were to leave a comment on this video, I don't know if anybody has so far. Would you like me to cut up the fights and make these videos a little bit shorter, or do you like seeing the full fight? I show the full fight because I like showing realistic fights against the CPU, and I like showing just the full game, because you can cut things up to make them look good. But in the grand scheme of things, does the game look good itself? I think I'll probably talk about some of the issues and some of the good things about Undisputed in a different time. Probably not too far actually, because they don't seem to be coming out with the update till December, which is a little bit disappointing. I feel like we'll save my thoughts for later, but man, I'll let you guys finish watching this fight. I really think you should. It's 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 really good, man. It's a really good fight, and I'll just say it's a big ending. But I'm glad. Thanks guys for watching. I'm glad you guys came out, and we'll see y'all in the next one.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Well done with that counter shot. The winner of this surely will get a world title shot. Dalton Smith just took a big shot. I thought that was the end, but here we go again. Back into the fire.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What did they do? What did they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Dalton Smith on his way out, it seems. This is what he does, going right after the challenger.
Bean Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Oh my word, Dalton Smith, look out. This round could go either way, 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Regis Prograis in that last round. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be? His stamina is off the charts. Perfect counter land. Well, in this division, you got to have speed and you got to have footwork, or you're going to be a cooked goose.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those point areas.
And Regis Prograis in trouble. You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round. He couldn't seize the moment.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it. Not caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
A perfect counter lands. through the hook, didn't land. And he scores with the count. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Beautiful counter punch. Let's talk about Regis Prograis in that last round. Well, he is in big trouble. And there's the bell to start the round. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Just missed with that hook. This is some of the best action I've seen in any round, anywhere this year. In this division, both fighters will constantly be on their toes trying to punch and counterpunch.
Hard look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto Duran. The first fight, Sugar Ray Leonard tried to fight, stand there toe-to-toe with him. The second fight, he thought, this guy's aggressive. He's nasty. He'll do everything to get the win. I've got to box him. I've got to frustrate him. I've got to humiliate him and show him how good a boxer I am. That's the only way you beat an aggressive fighter. Show him your boxing skills. Step out the way. Don't fight fire with fire. Use brain over ball.
I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
That uppercut just missed. Nope, that jab not going to score. And he wasn't ready for, despite what the judges' scorecards read. There. Oh, Prograis just got rocked. Let's talk about Regis Prograis in that last round. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards. Going to need a knockout.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there.
They ring the bell, and here we go. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart, because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Those counter punches have to hurt. How about that time counter shot? That jab doesn't score. The work rate is down. The head isn't moving as well, Johnny. Fatigue is starting to set in.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Figure out the combination to this safe. Tried to score with that hook, but missed.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. It's like a match made in heaven.
This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. That hook won't score. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Nice counter shot. Let's talk about Regis Prograis. And there's the bell to start the round. After that last round, something has got to change.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then, put the pressure on.
Don't let this fighter's speed fool you. There's some method to the madness. These are precision shots, and they're coming at lightning speed.
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
And Regis Prograis in trouble. He had his moment, but has it gone by?
Defense, defense, defense is everything, because they got shot once, they know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense, work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
Back and forth they go in this round. The moment. Oh, Prograis just got rocked. I thought we were going to see the finish there.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Is he going to punch himself out, though? A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Regis Prograis in that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, we're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Can't find a home for that jab. Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, two punches better. Here we go with the lightweights. Get ready to see some blazing hand speed and fancy footwork.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it. Nice exchange here from both men.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Can't find a home with that jab. Dalton Smith just took a big shot. Dalton Smith couldn't take anymore, and down he goes. I think that will look even more dramatic in slow motion.
Shot from the gods. Took him out.
Talk about Smith in that last round. You've got to wonder how big of a factor that knockdown's going to be we just saw.
Can make or break a fighter.
Great round, great round. Now relax, relax.
They ring the bell, and here we go. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
counter punch. Beautiful counter shot. When you've got someone with the hand speed that this fighter possesses, how do you deal with it?
What you've got to do, Toddy, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You just got to pick them and guess.
What heart, what desire, but at what cost? This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point. Unlucky to miss with that jab.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Swing and a miss for that jab. Big swing and a miss with the hook. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Thunder Smith goes down. Wow, let's take another look at that.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
You heard that right, ladies and gentlemen. A knockout victory and one of the biggest surprises of the year.
A knockout victory. That's not a knockout victory. That is somebody saying, I'm here. I've arrived. Try that again. It will happen all over again.